What's up, y'all? We got the San Antonio Spurs and the Utah Jazz full game highlights. We're gonna check it out. And this one should be interesting. I think the Spurs are the heavy favorite. They've been doing very solid this year. I mean, you can see the records right there. 23-7 for the Spurs on the year so far. Jazz, I think it's at 11-19, but we'll see how things go. Every game is its own individual game. You still gotta come out ready to go. Nice take there. I think that was Bryce Sensabaugh on the other end. Nice shot right there from Devin Vassell. And Wemby is back. He's been back for the past few games, but I think he's playing on a minutes restriction right now. I think it's to kind of get him back into just the full swing of things after missing about a month. Nice shot right there. Now they're blitzing the ball screen. Kick out. Bryce Sensabaugh. Boom! Knocking it down. Jazz with the early 10-4 lead. Spurs gonna give it to Wemby. A cutting Castle. Nice shot fake and one. Nice patience right there. Good poise. Jazz got some pieces. They're going through it right now in a competitive West. Nice steal right there from Stephon Castle. The Jazz, they're going through it right now in a very competitive Western Conference, but they do have some promising pieces. Keontae George, Lauri Markkanen has been hooping. Those two guys are key pieces for them. Nice shot. That Nurkic from downtown showing the range. Castle, pick and roll, over to Wemby, and Wemby in the paint is basically a cheat code for real. Here we go. They're going to give it back to Castle, and look at Castle finding his teammates. Keldon Johnson in the corner. Boom! Knocking it down right there. That's nice. Now Castle going to get downhill through two defenders. That's a very tough pass. Cornette comes up with it. Over to Keldon Johnson. Knocking it down. Spurs raining some threes here to give themselves a lead. And now it's Lob City. Up to Cornette. Turnover. Dylan Harper now. Another young, promising piece for the Spurs that they're looking to develop in the future. Nice shot right there. Keldon Johnson once again from downtown. Filipowski over to Keontae George, wide open in the corner. Boom! Big shot, much needed three right there for the Jazz. Now Keontae George gets downhill, cutting the lead to 6. Set play right here, over to Markkanen, quick release, and he knocks it down from downtown. It's down to 3. Jazz not going away here early. Very high scoring first quarter, and knocked down from Carter Bryant right there. 3-pointer, the rookie from Arizona. I think, was he at Arizona? I can't remember. Nice pass. Over to Wemby for the slam. That's nice. And good defense from Wemby. And the crazy thing is Markkanen is 7 feet tall. Like, Markkanen's a tall dude, but Wemby is just such a nasty rim protector. Just so tough to deal with around the basket. Nice finish right there. Walter Clayton Jr. over to Nurkic, wide open, takes his time, and he knocks it down. Jazz are hanging in there. You got to give them credit. They are hanging around against this Spurs squad. Stephon Castle with the athletic finish getting downhill. Now we got a pin down for Markkanen. Bro, that's kind of crazy. Like, you're setting pin downs for 7-footers. For 7-footers to come off these down screens, getting shots and stuff like that. That's actually kind of crazy when you think about it. Turnover. This Cody Williams attacking in transition, and he gets it to go. Nice finish right there. Now that Keontae George gets in the mid-range. Nice midi. He got it to go. Walter Clayton Jr., the rookie from Florida. He had one heck of a season at Florida last year. Now he's here in the NBA. Trying to make a name for himself. Tied at 51. Jazz. The lob. Hey! That up to Cody Williams right there. That was nice. Now a turnover. Keontae George in the passing lane. Attacking. Nice pass. Over to Williams for the layup. Jazz have opened this game up to a 4-point lead. Tough runner. Contact. And one. That's a bad sign right there. That's a tough shot. You got it to go. Wemby. Not going to get the tip in. Here we go. Fast break for the Jazz. Markkanen with the high arcing finish. He got it to go. And the Jazz have really opened this game up. And Markkanen, shot fake. Boom! To end the shot clock. Jazz have really opened this lead up. Keldon Johnson, nice take right there. But the Spurs, they got to get some stops. They got to guard the full 24 seconds per possession. And they got to find a way to get some stops. Because they've given up 70 points now. The Jazz just keep making shots. They keep knocking down shots. They got to find a way to get them out of rhythm. Wemby, ooh, just steps into it, 1-2, and a left-hand slam. That's nasty. Wemby now finds Keldon Johnson, and he gets the finish through contact to go. Once again, not the Spurs offense that's the problem, it's the defense. They've, the Jazz already have 73 points. I mean, I understand, nowadays teams have been scoring so much lately, there's so many high scores in the NBA, but you gotta find a way to get stops. You can't be giving up this many points, especially to a team that's on the lower end of the standings, Steal, and now Markkanen soars in for the finish. Lauri Markkanen. Not too many people are going to want to stop a 7-footer putting the ball on the floor in transition. Wemby, gonna ISO here. Good defense from Nurkic, but that's Wemby doing Wemby things, man. That's Wemby doing Wemby things. Castle soars in. Ooh. Nice strong finish around the rim right there. Keontae George, pick and pop with Filipowski. Back to George for 3. Boom! And he knocks it down. Big shot right there. Keeping the Jazz in control. Hey! Dylan Harper with the right hand. The flush around the rim. On the other end, Keontae George. Nice. Nice hesitation. Switches to the left hand. Beautiful finish right there. Here we go. Now, ooh, Markkanen gets downhill. And like I said earlier, 7-footers putting the ball on the floor, not too many guys are going to stop that. Stephon Castle, turnover. Good job by Filipowski getting in the gaps right there. And soaring in for the finish. That's nice. I think that was Isaiah Collier. Played at USC. No good, but an offensive rebound up to Wemby. And Wemby with the finish. Dylan Harper, kick out. Keldon Johnson, shot fake, 1 dribble. Boom! Big shot, but can you get stops? You need stops. The Jazz have 101 points in the fourth quarter, just started. Nice finish. Nurkic over to Walter Clayton Jr. Coming off the screen for 3. Boom! Nice shot right there. Wemby on the other end gets the mid-range to go. Very tough to contest shots like that. Very tough to contest shots like that for sure. Here we go. And dang, nice hustle right there. I think that was Keldon Johnson with the bucket. Wemby, ooh! Oh my gosh. He got Markkanen in the air, through contact, and 1. Wemby, ferocious finish right there. Oh my goodness. What a play. And it's down to 3. Spurs fighting back here. Can they get some more stops? Through contact, that's a tough finish. I can't lie, that's tough. Through Wemby's chest, got it to go. Kick out to Castle. Big shot. Stephon Castle cuts the lead to 2. Keontae George on the other end. Turns the corner, and good help defense from Wemby, but an offensive rebound. Another block. Wemby. The rim protection coming in clutch. Castle. Tough Euro step right there. He got it to go. Ties the game momentarily. Spurs now. Lob up to Cornette for the finish. And it's a tie game once again. Kick out over to Walter Clayton Jr. Boom! Big shot. Walter Clayton Jr. knocking it down. And now an offensive rebound. Spurs gotta get the rebound. You gotta finish possessions. Keontae George, kick out that Bryce Sensabaugh. Boom! Another 3 for the Jazz. The Jazz feeling real comfortable from downtown. Ooh. Wemby looked like he blocked it, but maybe he got elbowed in the face right there. Castle hit him with the Euro. He hit him with the Euro. Down to 4. Spurs need a stop. No good, but again, these offensive rebounds are killing the Spurs right now. Killing the Spurs right now. Second chance points. And now Markkanen knocks down a huge 3 for the Jazz. Wemby putting the ball on the floor. And nothing you can do. Nothing you can do for real. Jazz gonna get a win here. Kind of an upset win in a way. Beating the Spurs. One of the top teams in the West right now. They pull off an impressive win here. Dropping 127 points on the Spurs in this one to get the win. 127 to 114. Got to give the Jazz credit. I mean, they looked like they were relentless on the boards on it. Honestly, They had 37 rebounds. Oh, they only had 7 offensive rebounds. It felt like they had more. The Spurs actually out rebounded the Jazz, but looking at the stats here, the Jazz, they shot 46% from 3 though, 17 for 37 from 3, shooting 46% from 3 in this one compared to the Spurs 22%. I mean, man, okay, so they killed them from 3, it looks like. They killed them from 3. 20 for 26 from the line. Markkanen had 29 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals and a block. 5 for 6 from the 3-point line as well. Nurkic was 16 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists in this one. Bryce Sensabaugh stepped up big time as a starter in this one, finishing with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Keontae George with a solid 28 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block, doing a bit of everything in this one. And Walter Clayton Jr. was 17 off the bench. For the Spurs, Wemby, 32 points, 7 rebounds, 5 blocks, big time from Wemby. And yeah, I mean, just we saw Wemby in the highlights, it looked like he was just attacking the paint relentlessly. And then in the one-on-one game, I mean, no one's really stopping Wemby one-on-one for real. He's such a tough cover. Vassell, 11 points, 4 for 12 from the field though, is not the best. Castle, 8 for 19 from the field, not great. 1 for 8 from 3 is not very good. He did finish with 20 points, 7 assists, 4 turnovers though, is not great. Keldon Johnson with 27 and 10 off the bench. In this one, 5 for 7 from 3. And Dylan Harper with 7 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals in this one. Overall, though, the Jazz held the Spurs to just 43% from the field. So you got to give some credit to their defense to prevent the Spurs' efficiency from the field. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this game. Solid win for the Jazz.